Kirk was well known in the Valley and founded Turning Point USA, a political youth organization headquartered here in Phoenix. We have team coverage of Kirk's assassination as a makeshift memorial takes shape, and Kirk's fans gather at vigils and prayer services across the Valley.
Let's begin our coverage with the latest on the investigation. As police still search for the shooter, the FBI says the person who was taken into custody and originally believed to be responsible was released tonight after being questioned. Investigators say the shooter wore dark clothing and fired from the rooftop of a nearby building.
As Charlie Kirk supporters remember the 31-year-old new father, Turning Point USA's headquarters in Phoenix has become home to a makeshift memorial.
12 News journalist Bianca Bono has been at the building talking to people all day long. And Bianca, you've watched this memorial as it's continued to grow.
Yeah, it's just been a emotional, tragic day here in Phoenix. Memorials now mark both sides of the entrance into Turning Point's Phoenix headquarters. And Phoenix police even had to shut down this street for a time tonight in response to so many supporters showing up here to pay their respects to Charlie Kirk.
For me, it's important to pay respects to a guy who's given so much to our country.
Outside of Turning Point's Phoenix headquarters, a memorial grows for the conservative organization's CEO and co-founder, Charlie Kirk.
He would literally sit there, give you time to prove your point, and he would obviously rebuttal if he disagreed with it, but he would give you the platform to do so.
From the moment news broke of his assassination,
he's always done a lot for us, our community, and he was a very kind man.
Arizonans arrived in droves, paying their respects to a man who inspired a movement.
I'm just humbled by his family. I'm humbled by him and the way he chose to live his life.
From presidential rallies to political conferences, recalling the times they heard Kirk speak.
At that time, I didn't really know who he was, but that speech just fired me up. And right away, I was like, this guy is special.
It shouldn't have happened.
Ralph Andrade is an immigrant from India and father of two, here to remember a fellow father of two whose life was cut short.
People think it's awkward that I'm an immigrant and have these views, but I want to freely express those views without being being killed or shot at.
Nicholas and Anders are freshmen at ASU.
He showed us a way in many ways of how to be ourselves.
Who were hoping to one day see Kirk on their campus.
I just signed up to volunteer to try and bring Charlie out and do whatever work I could. I wanted to do something that I thought would matter. I didn't get the chance.
Kirk supporters heartbroken to have lost this political powerhouse who called Arizona home.
We were stunned, we were shocked, and this nation certainly needs to do better.
And flags outside of Turning Point and across the country tonight fly at half staff. That's an order from President Trump. Turning Point did release a statement on social media asking the community to pray for Charlie Kirk's family. We're live in Phoenix tonight. Bianca Bono, 12 News.
Bianca, thanks. Charlie Kirk was very spiritual, and tonight we're hearing from someone who often worshiped with him.
Kirk was open about his faith and hosted high-profile political rallies at the same church that he sometimes attended here in Phoenix.
12 News journalist Gabriela Becerra was at Dream City Church for a service and is live now with how they're remembering him. Gabby?
Well, Mark Kriebe, a lot of people showed up here tonight to mourn together such a profound loss. It was with many heavy hearts, and the senior pastor recalled how Charlie Kirk came to be a member of their church.
A packed auditorium at Dream City Church for Wednesday night service.
You just watched a really good man die today.
As some of the same people who worshipped with Charlie Kirk in life came here to grieve his death.
You witnessed a really good man, a moral man today, a man who treated his wife well, loved his family, loved his church. A good man died.
Senior Pastor Luke Barnett sharing how he first learned of the attack on Kirk's life.
We prayed for Charlie. At that time, we had some inside information that he was in surgery and he had just come out and he was in critical condition, but they thought they had stabilized him. And so there was that moment of great hope, like, oh God, you're moving, you're touching his body. And then we got the news about an hour and a half later that Charlie had gone on to be with the Lord.
Kirk left a lasting impact on Dream City, which Barnett says all started from his family joining them for worship.
He is a man who lives his faith unashamedly.
Kirk brought a national spotlight to the North Phoenix campus after Turning Point USA hosted rallies with President Donald Trump. His political influence stemmed into Freedom Nights in America, monthly events where they'd blend civil engagement with spiritual awakenings.
That's the kind of man he was. When he gave his word, he kept his word.
As they mourn a senseless murder, Barnett says they won't forget Kirk's courage.
Today is a turning point in America. This event is a turning point in America.
And the pastor added that their hearts go out to Kirk's family, his wife, his 2 kids, and the entire Turning Point community. Live in Phoenix, Gabriela Becerra, 12 News.
All right, Gabby, thank you. About 200 people gathered at the Desert Horizon Park tonight to remember Charlie Kirk. This is video as the vigil first started, and then it only continued to grow as the night went on. People clutched candles and flags while reciting prayers. Some in the audience were drawn to tears as they remembered Kirk.
A large crowd also gathered in Gilbert tonight. You can see many people crowded around blue tables and underneath that park shelter. The gathering at Gilbert Regional Park featured more prayers and people just holding on to each other as they remembered Kirk. 12 News will have continuing coverage of Charlie Kirk's murder in the coming days and weeks as police continue to search for a suspect and continue their investigation. You can find the latest developments on 12news.com.
New at 10, a family is demanding answers. Their loved one, 28-year-old Matthew Spencer, has been missing for more than a month and was last seen driving through northern Arizona.
Tonight, 12 News journalist Chase Golightly spoke with his twin sister and his cousin about the search.
Just friendly, and he'll talk to anybody.
Matthew Spencer brought joy and comfort to his family. His twin sister, Kara Spencer, and cousin Randy Green say his passion was being in the wilderness.
He loved to fish. He was always outdoors.
Which is one of the reasons why he was moving to Houston, Texas, wanting to start a new life there.
So he was always moving around. So this is why it's just not normal for him just to disappear like this.
On August 4th, he packed up his car and started driving from Las Vegas to Houston. Kara, the last person to talk to him.
Just back and forth, normal things.
That was 2 days after he left. Since then, they haven't been able to get a hold of Matthew.
Everybody's trying to call him because he hasn't called, and we don't know what's going on. His phone's going straight to voicemail.
Filing a missing persons report, Flagstaff police announced one of their license plate readers identified Matthew's car in town. Kara was able to log into her brother's Google account, finding his last searches.
There was one that said, "Why is my 2006 Hyundai Tucson not turning over and clicking?" And then there was one, "Where am I? What time is it in Houston, Texas?"
Those searches happening on August 6th and 7th. The location on I-40 in between Belmont and Williams. They believe his car broke down, but police haven't been able to find it.
I'm just hurting. That's all. I can't think about him without crying.
Both believe someone driving there that day must have seen him.
Somebody has had to have seen something.
Hoping that someone will come forward to help them find Matthew.
We just want to bring them home in any way possible.
We just miss him. We miss him greatly.
Chase Golightly, 12 News.
All right, Chase. Still